this is the app, right? So let me just show you some of the designs that I actually did. So look at all these. These are a lot of screens, a lot of screens. I came in here. This is, and this might as well just be like a Figma breakdown too. I guess I don't know. But anyways, I made all these different type of card as components, and as you can see here, this is what a card would look like, right? You would put this on here. You see, add 30 seconds. You can like, you can comment. You also see this time peel here. And what happens is, as the time is winding down, the color is changing from green, yellow to red. And then at this point, I mean, you could add 30 seconds to boost this back up. I'm going to show you an example of what that looks like in a second. But all it's doing is like, this is a card from somebody else that's made. This what a card would look like if you actually added the time. This little glow would happen to it. And then this is what your card would look like. You can't add time to your own card, of course, but people can add time to your card, to your message, and they'll be able to extend that. So I did a couple of variations of like this component variation with the time winding down, the type of message it was, whether it's like if it's like under a certain character amount, it's bigger. If it's longer character amount, it gets smaller. Then you have text with image. You have text with a voice recording. You have voice recording only. You have text with like a video. You have video only. As you can see here, I did a lot of different variations of this. And this also you can do, I don't think I have a card with just the actual image on here too, but as you can see, I made a lot of different card variations and I made all these components so I can just, as you can see here on the side here, I can just literally just change whatever I need here. All the different colors, this, and then time added. So I did a lot of work on this. And then here, you can kind of see the breakdown of like how it all going to work, what the time peels mean. I put a lot of thought into this, guys. Like, I'm not joking. Then it like shows you, based on, the time, what color the peel should be based on the different times. So this is really for a developer to kind of understand how this works as well. I did the bottom nav, the top navs, splash screens, launch screens, all sorts of stuff, man. The login flow. I did a whole login flow. An interesting thing with the login flow. Let me just talk about this real quick. So, with the login flow, you have 5 minutes to actually sign up for this, and whatever time is left over goes into your time bank. I will show you what time bank means, and I'm going to give you a full demo of this app actually live in the wild. Like, you can download it today. I'm going to show you a demo of that in a second. But yeah, you get 5 minutes to go through this whole thing. And at the end, you get a congratulations, and then you have to verify yourself as an actual real person. So we're going to send you a verification code to your email address. So if you put a fake email address in here, it will not work. So just a FYI, it only accepts real emails, because what it does is sends you an actual email. You might have to check your spam folder if you can't find it. You take that code, you put it in the actual application, and it verifies you as an actual human, and then you'll be able to actually log in. So if you put a fake one in, you won't get the code and you can't use the app. Just plain and simple. Did all the error states as well, terms and conditions. What else? And here's what the screen looks like when you first log in. You have no broadcast. This is what it would look like if you actually had broadcast. But like I mentioned before, a thing called Time Bank. Well, this is a feature that I wanted to implement. It's called Private Station. I wasn't able to figure out how to get that implemented, so I'm not going to speak about it. But just know that this feature is coming eventually, whenever I can figure out how to make it all work. But essentially, what it is, like, you can form your own private station. You can invite users to that, or users can sign up to your private station. You can post different types of broadcasts within your own private station, and you can separate them out, whether or not you want this post to be public or you want this post to go into your private station. So whatever, something like that. But this is what a time bank looks like. So after I logged in, it took me like a couple minutes, and I got 3 minutes, 30 seconds added to my time bank. So this is like free time for you to actually use, that you can use to extend time on certain cards. So let's say you wanted to extend the time on, this video or this image because you didn't have enough time to actually watch it. You can click 30 seconds and it will show, it will extend the life of it. And also I have, what it will look like for the search, search thing. Like you're looking for different people. So you can go to the search today. You can, find different people. You can follow those people. You can unfollow those people. This is what your actual homepage will look like. So this is what we're talking about, the private station. It shows how many broadcasts you've made. It shows how many followers you have. And I also have it where it's an archive thing too. So you can go back to your private station items. Well, not your private station items, your broadcast items, and you can repost those things only for a limited time, right? Because we don't want stuff saved to our database for too long. So at a certain period of time, those items will be purged as well. But right now I'm just kind of showing you like all the different types of screens I have. I have setting screens. I have, what it looks like to make a broadcast, audio message, how to do a video capture, how to do a photo capture, delete a broadcast, bottom sheet stuff. And this is what it looks like if you want to add time. If you want to buy some time, or you can get free time, meaning like if you want to add, 1 minute to your time bank, 3 minutes to your time bank, 5 minutes to your time bank, these are the options that you can do to buy that, or you can get free time. But with free time, you got to watch an ad to get this app needs to make a little bit of money to make it actually work and be maintained. Then you get this payment message. It says, look, 1 minute has been added to your time bank. Cool beans, confetti, great. We love confetti here. So these are some of the screens that I put together to actually show you what it could look like. We also have like activity feeds. Like I said, this is your friends list. Like and comment. You can like and comment here. You can send personal messages within the broadcast. Let me just scroll over, see if I have that in here. Yeah, you can send chats as well to people. And the cool thing with the chat, they also expire. They just like the actual broadcast post. You have 5 minutes to view it. So for this one, you have like, you see them talking to, Phoenix, whatever, have 2 minutes, they have 5 minutes. Like everything in this app goes away, right? Then you can also just fully delete, somebody from your messages, like you do with your iPhone or whatever. But yeah, I'm just showing you guys some of the things that here we go with expired broadcast. What expired broadcast means is you sent out a broadcast, and within that 5 minutes it expired. And so what you can do is you can go and view, all the broadcasts that expired, the broadcast from today and the broadcast from yesterday. So basically these broadcasts are only going to be able for you to, access after the fact for 2 days, and that's it. And then after that, they go away. So that's why everything gets deleted from our database, and we don't keep any record of that. And you can see here, it says time black, and the time field is 0, and it's all black. That means like this is an archive type of, this is expired broadcast, but you can actually send this broadcast back out if you wanted to. That is the idea. So therefore, I put a survey out about like, ask people questions like if the broadcast were to expire, would you want to have access to it later? And some people said yes. Most users said yes. So we added that feature in there. When I say we, I mean I did. So we have, the profile, how to set that up, how to edit it, how to add an image, all those different things you can do. This is what the private station, well, basically you can sign up, you can pay join this person's private station, and then you can see all the different private stations, and also just like private station rules. I got this idea based on like Facebook groups, but I don't think there are paid Facebook groups, but this is essentially kind of how a Facebook group would work, but you got to sign up to it for that particular person, for the person you're kind of a fan of. So these are the different screens I did. Man, I did a lot of work. I even did I did all the different prototypes for the developer. I put together. I initially made it white, but we went with the dark theme because it just looked a little bit more modern. But eventually, if I want to, I can open this up and also have the light mode. So that's next on the agenda. Is like getting light mode in here as well as dark mode. As you can see, it's the same thing, but it's a little more, light. That's pretty much it. It's just white version. And what else I do? Yeah, this is just another designs I did for this. Prototypes. I put together a bunch of prototypes on how these things should work. A couple of diagrams on how they should work for the developer. Just when you're working with developers, you got to be very thorough, and you got to be like, this is how it works. You got to spell everything out for them, so that way they know and they're not confused. So before, middle, after. This is what it looked like when you add 30 seconds. So like a developer can see like, oh, I need to add this part here. This needs to highlight, and boom. So they know. And so this is the stations you might like. So these are totally different as far as like how they look. Just because we want to grab your attention so you can, go to a private station if you want. But that feature's not in there right now, but it will eventually get there. So let's actually jump into the app, and I'll show you actually how it works.